Hi guys, if you're an esthetician or a business owner, today's episode is going to be motivation for you to feel re-inspired. But first, I'm Victoria. This is Chris. We own Skin by You and Optimize Aesthetics. I have over 120,000 followers on Instagram, and I am the biggest resource in the aesthetics industry for estheticians in the space. So ourselves, we have been feeling a little unmotivated lately. So what better way to get into the spirit by doing this together and getting re-motivated together. It's about to be fall, and this is typically the busiest time of the year for us as providers.
One of the biggest problems for us specifically, I know everyone's going to have different struggles with motivation, but sometimes I feel like we put too much on our plate and get overwhelmed and then unmotivated because there's so many things to do. Yeah. And nothing ever stops moving forward with us. Everything has to continue to move forward. We have 2 businesses, we have kids, there's a lot of bills that have to get paid. So things do keep chugging along, but it's difficult when you get in periods of life where you feel like you don't want to do things and it feels like you kind of have to, and not so much because you want to. And I think that's the struggle of entrepreneurship, is that there's so many hills, there's so many mountains that you get so excited about doing, and it's a big problem and it's a big task to overcome, and you feel good about going and doing it. Then after you do it for a little while, some of the small mountains, some of the small hills, some of just the speed bumps in the road can really kind of put you on your butt and take the joy out of what we do. And I think today just kind of getting inspired and hopefully inspiring other business owners to get up and go. I mean, today is Sunday. The baby's supposed to be napping, but she's not sleeping. One of our biggest struggles in life right now is the baby, because of her schedule and trying to stay motivated and work when she's down for naps or after she goes to bed. Yeah, is just a huge pain. But we're showing up on Sunday, recording this podcast, spending some family time, and continuing to push the businesses forward.
Yeah. And if you have kids, I'm sure you can relate that when you have kids, it's so easy to become unmotivated because you're drained, especially for us with a toddler. We have an 8-year-old son, almost 9. He's so self-sufficient. And right now he's reading a book while we're shooting a podcast. So it's really hard when you're in seasons with kids and you're trying to do it all. So whether you have a dog or you have a kid or whatever it is, we want to just inspire you guys with us to get re-inspired and to really push yourself out of your comfort zone. And this is the time, if you're watching this right now, get up and do something. Make sure that you go post with intention. You go create a reel, you go, tweak around your website a little bit, try to attract that dream clientele, and just get re-inspired. I mean, there's been plenty of seasons where me personally, I don't feel inspired and I'm like pushing my way out of this hole where I'm like, oh my gosh, like how do I get the creativity back? And sometimes it just takes me, just sitting in silence or even just like scrolling on Instagram sometimes and just getting re-inspired. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is such a cool reel. How can I put like my twist on it or whatever I'm watching? Or maybe we're watching a cool cinematic movie and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm inspired to create reels. And then you get in this cycle of you're like, wow, I created like 10 posts, and you're going to, of course, go through ups and downs with this creative process, but it's only normal that you get burnt out sometimes, right? That you are going to feel low and that you don't want to keep pushing, or maybe you are crushing it and you don't know how to delegate certain things. But with that being said, I also think it's really important to look at like to have gratitude, right? I think that that's something that I have been practicing, is that yes, life can be overwhelming. Yes, we have 2 kids, but how blessed are we that we get to wake up to 2 beautiful children every single day, that we own our own business. We have the ability to create our own schedule. Even with clients, you have the ability to create boundaries with them, and you don't when you work for somebody else. This is such a blessing that, for us, we have faith. We believe God has a purpose for everything, and that he put, this business and things on our hearts to help others and to be resources for them. So that's something that I've been practicing lately, is that when I'm feeling overwhelmed, to take a deep breath and just think of all the good things that I have going for me, and that we dreamed of me being this busy. I dreamed of clients texting me at, 2:00 in the morning asking about their skincare routine or if they can book an appointment with me. So again, just in all these overwhelming, thoughts and emotions that I can like think of, and I feel like my mind goes a million miles an hour, I'm like the dog and Up, like I'm like squirrel, like my brain just is always going everywhere. But I hope that you guys can get some inspiration and I guess relate a little bit to us.
Yeah, and as we step into the kind of the busy season of the year with fall here, and then we have Christmas time, and it's busy time typically for business, for estheticians and service-based industries, but also busy with family time and vacations and things that you want to do, and snow days and everything everybody has in mind. And so this podcast is a cool little shift for us all to realize gratefulness. I think, like you mentioned, I think practicing gratitude is so important because the more you're focusing on being grateful, you're pushing out any stressful things. And you can also, in my opinion, when you're practicing gratitude, you can go and tackle projects that felt really overwhelming or scary. But when you go into it with such a clear mind and a good feeling and gratitude with life, those projects don't feel so daunting and scary. You mentioned, just because this is a business podcast, you mentioned like estheticians and the website things that they could do. And I was just thinking, like, there's never a bad time to go in and retweak and fix your website. Yeah. I think that's websites are I think most estheticians' downfall. And so one of the weakest spots for most estheticians. Even if somebody's built your website, you should still dive in and make sure everything works efficiently, make sure your pricing is all updated on there, making sure that you can retweak and change descriptions to your services. If you have a pop-up on your website that's for an offer, remake that, try something new, but just don't neglect the website. Yeah. I know this is kind of an off topic, but we always got to give some actionable steps that people can go do after they watch the podcast. And today's actionable step is go fix your website. Go find something that could be tweaked and improved on your website. If your website's perfect, then dive back into, like we talk about all the time, is your Instagram bio. I think a lot of bios these days are pretty rough. You make it 6-8 months ago and you forget about it. And it's something that we teach a lot about on our Patreon, how to perfect your bio. But just look through it and make sure it makes sense. Make sure it's not too long. Make sure you don't have every service and every product that you've ever offered all stacked into your bio somewhere. But those are some things that you can do that I think feel really good. They're very outward facing, so they directly affect your business. But they can also inspire you too. It gets you a little bit excited again when you're jumping into ChatGPT and coming up with new names for services or a new slogan or tweaking a slogan for your business or your any like just your header on your website, right?
Yeah. And don't give up. I think that's something that I'm trying to tell myself even. I mean, there was last week, I think I went 5 to 7 days without posting, and I was like, I just want to give up. I don't know what to post. I have a million things I could post, and practice what you preach, right? Like I should have gone back and watched all of our YouTube videos, but it is such a real thing that you just want to lay and not do anything. But that's when you have to get yourself back up. And I was like, I cannot let my Instagram, I cannot let my business die. This is like who I am, what I breathe for. And again, purpose. Our goal is to be such a big resource to help other people in the industry. And again, it has been such a blessing, but even planning our whole event, it's been so exciting, but there's so much to do. And it's always been real, but it's becoming even more real because it's the end of the year, and before we know it, it's going to be February. And I'm so excited for this event, the aesthetic experience. Every detail is not going unnoticed. We have our decor finalized. It's going to be so beautiful. And I'm just so excited. Even that itself, gratitude, right? I could have never imagined that over 100 people and still counting are going to be at this event, and that they paid to be at this event. So
I have 2 points to touch on there. One, just to give you guys, we always give you guys the behind the scoop, just like when we announced the event. Our event coordinator and planner gave us the final numbers of what it's looking like to put this together. And right now we're over $70,000 it's costing us to put this event together, which is just a mind-blowing number.
Scary.
Because we've sold tickets, we have sponsorships that came in so far. We've paid most of, everything gets paid in increments between putting deposits and final payments on things. But we can't afford it. And that's a crazy thing to think about, that we've been able to generate enough income to be able to pay this. This isn't going to be a very profitable event for us.
Yeah.
I don't know how, we'll talk about that later. Of
I feel like we're going to break even.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty close to breaking even, if not even being in the red a little bit at the end. But that's an insane to think about, that we're at a place in business that we could build something to be able to fork up $70,000 to put an amazing event on for estheticians, right?
Yeah.
Looking at the profit, and this is not some big get rich quick thing for us. This is really for the community. We're putting everything in for the community to benefit.
Yeah. When we first, if you've been listening to our podcast, we made this joke that we said if we don't sell any tickets, we're freezing all the food, which the minimum is $20,000.
It was $18,000.
Yeah, we were like,
food.
we're gonna just freeze the food, and just for everyone to show up and purchase their tickets is wild to me. I mean, you have a platform and you don't know your influence until you finally do something. So we had faith. It's just us two and our employee, and to even just fathom that hydrofacial factor 5 plated, my Skin Buddy aesthetic version, like the fact that these $1 million companies are investing in our event, and we're just 3 people, like it's just Chris and I, and then our employee. But the fact that it's just us, and we're like all the weight and everything is on us is crazy.
Yeah, it's weird to think about. It's weird to think about just a few years ago that we got a salon suite and we're struggling to get the bills paid. And you guys have heard our sob story a million times.
Yeah. But I want to talk. The third thing I want to talk about, though.
Because I had one more too.
Okay, you can go first.
Is yours a new subject?
Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned having no motivation and getting up and just creating something. And it reminded me, of the Frozen song where she says, do the next best thing. Where, that on Frozen 2, like, do the next best. I'm not going to sing into this microphone. It's going to sound terrible. But, like, she's singing about, just doing the next best thing. Like, sometimes in life, you have all this burden. You're so overwhelmed. You feel like you're drowning. And it's easy to go, I need to start posting 7 days a week. And I need to create the best content ever in the world. And really, you just need to take that one baby step, and it's just for you and for us going through, we got to start posting on Skin by You again, instead of thinking this really overwhelming weight of we have to rebuild an entire new marketing strategy. The videos need to be better than ever before. We need to post 5 days a week plus before and afters on top of those. It's let's just post tomorrow. Let's just figure out, or today, right? Whatever time, or if it's 9 o'clock at night, please don't post at 9 o'clock at night. Wait till the next morning. But my big thing there is those baby steps when it comes to feeling unmotivated and overwhelmed. Just take a baby step. Just every day, take a baby step towards your business. And just like I talked about with your Instagram bio or your website, just take a baby step. Just fix one small thing. If your website is a complete crap show, just look at one service page and go, today I'm going to watch 10 YouTube videos. I'm going to fix this one service page. Tomorrow, I'll maybe fix one more, right? Just take those baby steps.
That's such a good point. And I mean, something that I personally do that maybe this will help somebody is I am a Apple Notes girl. You should see my notes here on this phone. But one thing that I like to do is I like to make a list on my notes app of things that I have to do, and my brain is always moving. I'll text you 5 different topics in one thread, within a matter of 5 minutes. So one thing that I do is I write it down in my notes app. Sometimes I'll be in the middle of a treatment and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I need to write this down really quick. So I'll go through my notes app. And that way, number one, I have a thoughts app, and then I also have a to-do list. But making sure that you have something that you can just kind of brain dump into something, and then take one piece by piece. I mean, I have a whole list in my notes, and I take like the one task that seems less daunting than the others. So you can start slow and just really tackle one thing at a time, like you said. And then the other point that I wanted to make is that I love that you say post like today in the moment, because I get so overwhelmed and kind of feel like I have to batch make a bunch of content, which is actually really helpful in the seasons that I've done it. I would suggest that, but right now life just feels a little overwhelming. So yeah, post in the moment. But I will say, if you are going to post in the moment, make sure that you're still looking at your analytics. Like, post the best time so that it can reach the most people, because there's nothing worse than making a post, spending 3 hours on it, and then you post at 9:00 at night, that, like you said, and then it becomes unmotivating again. You're in this like vicious cycle. So whether you have 10 followers or 300 followers or whatever, thousands, make sure that you're looking at your analytics for you to stay motivated, because it is really easy to get discouraged. I mean, I didn't post for almost a week, like I said. And Instagram punished me. They weren't pushing my stuff out. And so I'm like, okay, well, now I'm even more unmotivated. And that's where like you have to keep pushing through that to get to the other side. Because, Instagram is why I say don't rely on Instagram. It's bipolar.
Yeah. And I think one of the big overarching things, what everyone can take away with is that in business, between social media, between in person, or just in life in general, it's just a roller coaster. There's ups and downs. And when things get down, they get hard, just hold on. I think my biggest lesson of this in life was kids, is that when I stayed home with our son when he was 3, there would be seasons where he would just be a terror. And now we're dealing with the baby as well. But I'd always just, after it happened a few times, I would realize I just got to hold on through this season. It's not forever. It's not going to always be like this. And I just have to continue to be a good dad. I have to stay supportive. I have to keep a smile on my face. I can't wake up and start drinking at 9:00 in the morning and become a deadbeat. And in business, it's the same way. I think that there's times in business where things are hard. Right now in business, we over leveraged ourselves financially a little bit. And we spent a few months trying to catch back up from investing a little bit too much into the business, kind of over pushing into the businesses more than we should have been, and realizing that this isn't forever. It's going to come and go. Do not let this season defeat us. Same thing with social media. I know you get really unmotivated when you post a picture that you feel like is great and you spend a lot of time on the captions and it gets 300 likes and we have 120,000 followers.
But that's
and we
could
just go,
guys.
what is going and it makes you want to give up. And I always just tell you, like, it's just because we have to keep going, right? All we have to do is just keep doing it again again and again. And eventually the season will pass. That
reminds me when Adelina was screaming in the car when we were driving on the way home. I was like just taking a few deep breaths in my head. I'm like, this isn't forever. She's not going to scream like this forever. Like, I remember when Jason was this age and he screamed like her. I had to take myself in that moment, take a deep breath, and realize, like, you're so right that the season will come and go, and then we'll cry later when there's no bookings or when your kid is older and they're grown, right? So there's seasons, like you said, that you go in waves in, and it's an emotional roller coaster. And we hope that this podcast can always be a light and motivation for you guys. We always keep it real. So whatever we're going through, you guys are coming with us. So we hope that you guys always enjoy the transparency and just seeing our journey. And our podcast has grown a lot lately. So we have a lot of new eyes, a lot of new listeners. So I just want to say thank you as always. I feel like we always thank everybody for listening to our podcast. And if you aren't coming to our event, make sure you buy tickets. Use my code SkinByYou50 for $50 off. This is going to be the most impactful event for you to learn and grow your business as an esthetician. It's going to be so much fun. Come meet me at the dance floor, and I just cannot wait. And if you guys can't make it, make sure to at least just keep watching these podcasts or join our Patreon community.
Yeah, well, thank you guys so much, as Victoria just mentioned, for watching the podcast, and we will see you in the next one.